Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chris from my channel, Chris P44S, and today I'm going to be talking about fighting the Death Rattler. You meet the Death Rattler after you help rescue Sherra from the prison, the Imperial prison, where you basically got her locked up. But this boss battle is a little bit tricky. As you can see, the Rattler has already insta-killed Lumina. Big problem there. Big problem. So my first strategy and tactic that I'm going to talk about is you need to spread out your characters. Bring your range characters to the back right, back left, and then your melee characters to the top right and top left. You want to make sure they're spread out because the Death Rattler has a flamethrower attack and it'll hit multiple targets. Now it's not that strong, but it's still a pain, especially if you're trying to keep all your heroes alive. But also he has that proton beam, which insta-kills people, and that can also hit multiple targets as well. A lot of times he was missing my characters, but it's still like you don't want to get instant death. That's the flamethrower attack right there that you see it hit multiple characters. Hit all three of the characters that were standing right in front of him that were then they weren't even that close together, and it still hit them all. So there is a lot of elemental magics that do work, and I think the ones that work the best were water and spark, although air seemed to work pretty well. But I also do have a lot of the spires on increased critical attack when using momentum, and I do often try to use up all my momentum as soon as I get it. Not all of it, but because you can only activate one at a time, which I think is kind of bullshit, actually, like now while I'm talking about it. If you have 3 momentum bubbles, like, you should be able to pound them all out in one attack. I think. I don't know. That's just my opinion. There you see again the flamethrower attack where he's hitting Lumina and Canada, or Kanata, or however you pronounce his name. I also don't know how to pronounce his name. But as you can see from the time length of this video, this is actually a really long fight. So that's why you need to be prepared, especially before you go to the prison. I would buy a lot of potions and a lot of ethers. This is definitely a good idea because you're going to use a lot of magic. And you're also going to want to be healing a lot. And I don't know about you, but when I just got Sherra, I guess Sherra has a lot of healing spells. But I didn't even really want to use her because she doesn't even have that many good skills. Anyway. The Death Rattler just used his barrier, which is like a defense boost for him, so this makes it a little bit harder. I also think that in this sequence, the first phase of fighting the Death Rattler, I think it's bugged. I don't know, because if you look at his health right now, that's also one of the attacks you want to watch out for, is that straightforward beam cannon. That's why you want to bring your characters out to the outsides for this fight. And then be using a lot of magic with Ouroboros. I really should have equipped... His name's not Ouroboros. It's Arboro. I really should have equipped Spark because, like I said, I feel like I equipped Spark later in this match, but I should have been using it earlier. But obviously I didn't know. And obviously if you're watching this video, you're going to have time to prep for this fight before you get there. Or you wouldn't be watching my video because you probably died. But the barrier, see, that's one of the instant deaths right there. See, he got both of them, and I shouldn't have grouped them up together like that, and that was one of my mistakes. But as you can see, I still have a couple guys left. What I was going to say is I think this is bugged, like, this part of the fight is bugged, because you can see his health bar sometime when the next character attacks. Target right. So you can see his health bar, like, it's basically gone. He doesn't have any more health. And so this was like really throwing me off because I just kept hitting him and nothing was happening. So I don't know if it's a bug like with his HP or what's going on there. But I kept to attack him like 3 or 4 or 5 more times before he actually went down. And this right here too is like I almost died in this instance. But I could have used Agua, and I think that would have done. But see, like the Quake did a lot. I think this boss just has low resistance all around. I could have looked it up on like Flex Life or whatever, or Flextralite, and probably looked up his stats. I don't know if his stats are anywhere on the internet, but so now you're done with the first sequence, and what happens is you start to leave, and then he comes back for more. And I actually feel like he was a little bit easier the second and third time around, even though with this, like this time, okay, let me stop here too, because before this, what I want to say is really important is really like healing up with potions and ethers, because I didn't know I was going to fight again, honestly. Like, I thought that was pretty much going to be it, and I wasted all my MP in the first fight. But between those sequences is you really want to start using, or boost back up to full MP and full HP. Now, what I was going to say was, like, in this sequence, he has that little trapdoor that'll release soldiers and stuff, but they're really weak. I don't know why. So, like, you can do pretty much almost any AoE attack and dispatch them that easily. I don't even think I got attacked in this sequence by one of them. So this part was really easy too. Not really easy, but I mean, now you kind of know, after fighting him the first time, like, you kind of know what to expect. So then here is going to be his final and third phase, where you actually have to use Sherra in the fight, and she comes with her Volko suit already on, and there's his new attack for this sequence, is the spinny bullets, which don't even do that much damage. I think the flamethrower was strongest, to be honest. But this is where I made a mistake, because I actually started, he actually has like a silence skill too, so like it bars you from using some of your skills. And the mistake I made was I started equipping everybody's Volko suits right here, and I used up a bunch of VP, and I wasn't actually able to do like any of the attacks, so that was my bad. And like anytime you act with the Volko suits, you use VP, so well, I guess not anytime you act, but like anytime you put them on, or I think anytime like a round goes by. I'm actually not totally sure how the Volko suits work, so I don't know why I was equipping them right here. Like, this boss is shortly after you get the Volko suits, and I never really play around with them that much, because in the beginning you don't have any skills, so it's like, what's the point of even using them? You know, and here I go to use Poseidon, and it costs me like 40 VP. And I really never used it before, so like that was my bad. So I don't really even know like how to use it still, because I think you need like more VP, because there goes 40. But when I came back around to using Abaro, who's the only one really other than Canada who I have skills in the Volko suit for, you know, I couldn't do anything. So it was like I totally effed up there, and that was my bad. But just to recap, I guess, on this whole video, see, like that's what I was talking about, like I have no selected skill. Pretty much most elemental magic is strong against this boss, but I felt like Spark, Agua, and Air were probably the strongest and did the most damage and got criticals most of the time. It's always good with Lumina to use her Air Blast so you can get a second attack. Use magic with Abaro. I like to use the Whirlwind with Canada while I have it equipped with Aura, so when you hit momentum it'll heal him like actually a lot. And then obviously you have to bring Sherra in, but you have to bring Sherra in for the third fight. So you can use Van and the other ones, and Van's really strong anyway once you get multiple bits in the air. But that's going to be pretty much it for this boss video. I'll let it play out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
いける。ここは力をしていく。
いつでもいける。
これくらい。
これぐらいにしとく。
行くよ。動きについてくれる？行くよ。
いつでもいける。
覚悟してよね。
戦いとは無慈悲なものだ。
僕の番だね。
厄介な胸。
調子に乗るでない。
全てを切り刻む。
やれる。
私に任せろ。おいても魔力では負けんよ。
いける。
嘘でしょ。
簡単には見切らせないよ。
いつの時代もままならぬものよ。
やられたままでは。
これで次に進めるというものだな。宝石に消化の光が。